Gemma, is technology your friend this morning?
It's really not my friend this morning.
Do you know it's not mine either? Do you know what it just did? Do you know what my computer just did?
Switch you over to
Netflix. Yeah.
Right. It keeps doing this whenever you're not here. So I'll be in the middle of presenting a show and then it tries to show me a programme, normally on something horrible and morbid. And I'm like...
Yeah, it's just switched to surviving death.
Yes.
I don't want to survive death. I'd quite like to just survive the day.
Or even the show. We'd go for the show right now.
It would be great.
Yeah.
Right? Would be great.
I know. So every time you're not here, and it did
Is
it
that
to
what it
SJ
does?
the other day, and SJ was like, why is it trying to get me to watch a programme about death? And I went,
Don't
I
know,
know.
love.
It keeps switching from our camera controlling software to
Netflix. I don't know why it's doing it. It's
mind you, if we say Netflix a few more times, well, maybe we'll get monetised by them.
I don't know. Do you think? I'm sure there are
Morning, everyone.
other platforms. So we are having all the fun again. We must stop having this much fun, Gemma.
It's the usual madness here, everybody. Lovely to have you with us.
Do you know what? I don't think it matters what time I get in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm never ready.
No, this is true.
Do you know what I need?
And you always need.
It's 5 more minutes.
You do always.
Just 5 more minutes. Karen, I know you are at Morrison's, but if you do watch this show back, we love you so much. Well, honestly, Izzy was in tears yesterday, like happy tears.
I tried to take a really nice picture to send to Karen of Izzy.
No, but it was ugly tears.
It was
ugly, happy tears.
The ugliest crying you've ever seen. There was redness and grimacing and
all sorts.
Snots and
she was so touched.
Yeah.
So thank you,
I
Karen.
haven't opened mine.
No, Gemma's not opening hers. Jane's not opening hers because they have something called self-control. I have none.
We also have a fear that if we open our presents before Christmas, Santa won't come. So it's really important. I mean, you're a bag girl anyway. You were only ever getting a bag of coal, so it's fine. You could open yours. But you know, Jane and I.
Do you know what though?
We're good girls.
How much is that coal worth these days with the increase in fuel prices? I actually feel quite happy. I'd be like, great, open fire, pass me the chestnuts. Great. Could have given me gold. Actually, this I think is worth more.
Yeah, trust you.
So
life gives you lemons or coal. You're there. It's fine. I'm seeing positive in this.
Winner.
I'm going to make that work for me. That's all good.
Yes. I think that's called a positive outlook.
It is. Well done, you.
Well done. Oh, look, I've got lots of messages. You are apparently going to be here in approximately 10 minutes, Gemma.
Yeah. That was ages ago.
Yeah. And SJ says she can hear us.
Oh, it's really helpful.
I know, just so that you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to find everybody and see if anybody's with us this morning, if it's just you and me in a room chatting to ourselves.
Oh,
wouldn't be the first time.
No.
Quite nice, actually.
Yeah.
There's some gin in the corner.
Don't.
Just saying.
I know.
Just saying.
I can't see us on gin at this time in the morning. It was left enough.
It would be amazing. That would be a show. Morning, Julia. Morning, Leslie. She says, good morning, everyone. Morning, peeps. Morning, Jimmy. Morning, morning, morning. Morning, Elizabeth. Morning, Claire. From sunny East Yorkshire. Morning, Jane. Did you get one? I love these. Have they sold out yet?
Being as, they've gone quietly on the website yesterday. And then today...
Hang on. Vicky, morning trouble times 2.
I don't know.
Take that back.
Mabel, I think she means. You and Mabel. Yeah.
Morning, Wendy. She's looking forward to being entertained while on my sick bed. Oh, Wendy, sick beds are no fun, are they? Well, they might be fun if you heat up.
Bless you. I'm just hoping, each day...
A little bit better.
Yeah.
A little bit better.
My stepdaughter's poorly. My lovely Gemma.
Hi, little Gem. Hopefully she didn't watch this, though, does she?
I don't know.
What's she watching? Happy Valley.
She is. I got her watching the old series of Happy Valley. So, yeah.
She's all over that now. I need some
Natasha.
cream. Where is my what?
We still have got... I don't know how many, but we still have got adjustable ring pin cushions.
Oh,
I think those need to be shown on us closer.
I'm going to. Just please excuse the fact that I don't have my seams here, so my
your,
hands are looking a bit...
Some of your super duper bundles you'll be talking about in a little while. The ones I loaded yesterday have gone already.
Super duper bundles.
With the little clasp. I'm not saying any more. You'll see soon enough, people.
Oh, those! Oh, I've completely forgotten about those. They're down there. No, these are. We've got these in a few different colourways. Colour will vary, but it's adjustable. It's been really handy to just have it there.
Literally
You had Gemma
hand.
had a pun. Come on, Gemma.
To always have your pins at hand. They're handy, those. Needless to say, she wasn't amused by my little moment of jokiness.
She kept saying it until I laughed.
I wasn't giving you an opportunity.
You know when you have to
Yes.
work up a fake laugh?
Yes.
Because otherwise I was getting nothing.
Oh, stop being vile.
Morning, Helen! She says she's in pain. Helen! Hope, like, not because...
That's gabbing on your ear holes.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Yeah. What are we making today? I don't hear shout anything, really. We're making, out of 2.5 metres of fabric, 2 bags and 2 pouches. Although I've only made 1 pouch because they were going to be exactly the same, so what was the point? This is the pouch, so you can then have your little pouch that goes in your bag.
I love this tash.
All coordinated, bishly bish bash bosh. But the key is...
Bish bish bash bosh tash.
I didn't realise I say these things. Yeah. And then it gets embroidered on a clock for me.
You say bish bash bosh and I go, no, bish bash tash.
Bish bash tash.
And then, yeah. Have we had a moment with the clock? Have we?
Do you want to see my clock?
Everyone needs to see it.
I don't know if I'm... Oh, and my badge. Big girl pants on.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that on today.
Yeah.
Everyone
should
have big
thrilled with these gifts.
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. I just can't believe there's a badge out there that says big girl pants on.
Yeah.
It is a thing, you know, if you get to that time of the day where you're just like, oh, don't see my clock.
I got a badge similar to that one, Tash, from Jane, that says somewhat sweary but remarkably articulate.
Wow, that is
nice.
you.
Yeah.
I don't know where these fabulous badges come from. I know, look, that Tash, bish, bash, bosh.
And then what's
just
it say around the middle?
5 more minutes.
Just 5 more minutes around the middle, which will be on your gravestone. It will be there.
Probably.
Just 5 more minutes. Yeah,
Give me
Tash.
I could do with just 5 more minutes.
I don't have a time turner. Get your backside behind your desk. Get your mic on. I'm going to air in 3, 2, 1, and there we are.
There we go.
Morning, everyone, and welcome to Natasha Makes. That's my life, everybody.
And you love it. Do not lie.
Oh, you're exhausting, but yes. Huh? You keep me on my toes, Bab. That's how it is.
Exhausting.
True, though. True, but fabulous.
You'd be bored without me.
Yeah. I don't deny it for a moment.
No.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I tell everybody, you're bored without me.
I probably look about 10 years younger as well.
Look,
Also.
you're already younger than me. There's no need to rub it in.
I know.
And you don't know how to do fabulous makeup, so you look even younger, which I don't. So...
Today's was done in about 2 minutes, so...
There you go. Sorry. I'm going to go and get the box of thing. Now you've reminded me.
What
Bear
box
with
of
me,
things?
caller.
Hang on.
Here.
Oh, that's okay then. Are you going in front? No, you've got them down there. Those are not the ones. Put them down. Those are the surplus. Those are the additional stock. I put them next to your desk yesterday.
Well, you need to tell me these things.
I said to you, Natasha, shall I use this lovely plastic box here so they all stay upright? And you said, that's a good idea. Yes, do that. Don't mind us, everyone. It's like watching an old married couple.
Here we go. Do you know what? They were in the box down there, upright. It's really useful.
One of each. Just one of each.
Do you know, some of these I've only got one of each. Morning, Di. Good morning, team. Yes. Do you want to see these? Because I love them. So they are my Natasha's Bobble Top Coin Purse. I have a horrible feeling that we sent some of those without the template. If you've had this before and not had the right size template,
Yeah.
please let us know and we'll send you the right size
Of
template.
course.
I might have had a moment because look. So you're going to get the instructions and like way too much fabric. You can do this out of a 5-inch square.
Yeah, you can.
So we just put loads in. But look at these. Look, these have got coloured bits on the top.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Love it. And look. Ooh. All sort of etchy. Love these. These are just little, but you see what I've done is I've made sure that whatever fabric is going to be on the inside, so the denim on the outside, we're all about the denim today, denim on the outside, and then when you open it up, the lining is going to match. Gemma, are you going to tell me which ones have gone? Because, like I say, I've got 2 each of these, and then because the supplier didn't send me every colour. Oh. Look, now this one, this is going to be a beautiful lining, and then it's in a packet, but can you see you've got beautiful blue which matches there. We had great fun. Gorgeous. Me and Jane going through all the fabrics going, that one, pick that one.
Di says, clever lady, brilliant matching.
Oh, hang on, what about the William Morris? I have got 2 of these. Look at the beautiful blues.
Oh, I love this.
I love that one. To be fair, I rather love them all.
Same.
Oh, now this one. You see, and they've each got a different feel, haven't they?
Yes.
Morning, Jess. Because this one... Oh, I'm just that... What's that ratty bit of plastic on there? Anyway, I'll get rid of that. Look at this one. Really, really pretty. And look at that.
Oh, yes, that's the lacy... Oh, what's it called? It's got a longer name than I was about to give it. Let's get this right. It's from the Cottage Garden closet collection, wasn't it?
But that's going to be
Lacy
a pretty
Rose,
one.
I want to say.
Oh, whatever it is, we love it.
Lacy Daisy Rose.
I've got quite a few of these. Bear with. I've only got one of these. And this was the last of this fabric, is for why.
Oh, we had 2 of that one, I think.
Huh?
Yeah, 2 of that one, I thought. Amaryllis.
No, I've only got one of the amaryllis. I've got 2 of the purple thingies, which goes beautifully with the amaryllis. You can see it's like the worst bit of cammering ever. I don't think that was going to hang about because the other purple one went.
It's gone.
What about this one?
Gone.
Oh, gone. Okay, well done you.
What
about this one? I loved it. I love the paisley. I love the paisley with the denim.
We are a fan of paisley.
We are a fan of paisley. Yeah. If you don't like paisley, go and watch somebody else.
This is the bubblegum colourway. So this is your bubblegum option.
But look at that. Look at that. It's just brilliant. It works so well. There was no other colour. The minute that we all saw that, we went, that one! But I do have a different colourway because, look, I've got it in the orange as well.
Gorgeous.
Orange.
Yeah, that one's called Clementine.
Okay. No, I guess that's more Christmassy, isn't it? And then, you see that?
Well, that is actually its actual colour name as well.
Oh, wow, there you go.
Ivana Paisley was Clementine.
Oh, look, you want to actually see it, don't you? Picks out the orange in it. Good choice, I thought. And again, loving it with the denim. And then the last... Oh, now this one. Well, this one's gone.
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yep, they've gone.
Oh, come on.
Gone. I know. But it is a cracking deal. So
It is a cracking deal.
It.
Why was it a cracking deal?
Because you're in Christmassy mood. That's
Yay! Why have I got Dairy Milk and Whisper wrappers in the bottom of my bag?
No, it wasn't me.
Empty ones.
Wasn't me. In the name of Shaggy, in the words of Shaggy, wasn't me.
Wasn't it?
Wasn't me.
Wasn't it? No.
Nope. Wasn't me.
Standing on stuff.
Oh, I've just had a message from someone else who's got the lurgy the world, and his wife's got the lurgy.
It was always going to happen. It was always going to happen. We've got Jojo. She says, good morning, lovely makes team. We've got Jess. We've got Janet. Good morning. And Chris. Ooh, those look great. Love the handles. Morning, Leslie. Morning, Kathleen. Morning, Grace. Hi, everybody. Morning, Julie. There we go. We are all good.
We are. Lovely to have you with us.
Thank you.
And whether you have the lurgy or not.
You're welcome.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, we don't mind if you've got lurgy.
Yeah, because you're not germing all over us, no. But we wish you well.
Yeah.
Of course.
Do you know what else we've got back in stock, and for the first time ever in stock?
Ooh.
These flew last time. I had to crack on and get them back straight away, as straight away as I could.
Within minutes.
Look. Well, they take a while. I've got it in rose gold. So this was...
Sold.
Huh?
Within minutes they sold is what I meant.
Oh, within minutes they sold, yeah. And then within a few more minutes I'd reordered a whole load.
And had to wait. They're really pretty.
They are really sharp.
Oh, good.
I was playing with mine the other day and I was like, oh, that's sharper than I thought. I thought it might be one of those situations where it was pretty.
Design over substance.
No, it's great.
It has both. It's got it all going on.
It's got it all. William Morris would be proud. Function and form.
Like your good self, Tash.
Thanks. Oh, thanks. But this time I've got it in like a bronzy rose goldy type situation, which I rather like as well. And now I'm like, oh, I've got the silver one, but I rather like this. Whoops. Uh-oh.
You're throwing everything
Yeah,
everywhere.
but luckily, do you know, it's got the pointy bit protected. Look at that. Do you know what? These aren't cheap, but they are worth it. And they're really rather pretty.
Really nice stocking filler, no?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't give it to anyone else. Keeping it for my good self. Because, in the words of Jennifer Aniston, clearly we're worth it. Now, on today's show, we are making, like I say, personalised stuff.
Yes.
Now, this might be for you. This might be for grandchildren. It might be for a friend that's having a birthday or something like that. And you just want them to know that it's for them.
Yeah.
Nobody else. It was
Nope.
made for you. And also, then it stopped your kids from nicking it.
Yes.
Because everything I make, Emily goes, is that for me, Mummy? No, it can't
Nope.
all be for you.
Nope.
In her world, it can be, but it can't all be for you all the time.
Monogramming's proper on trend as well.
Oh, yeah.
We love it when we find something that's a bit on trend because, as we've said before, it can be quite tricky to make for those there people who are a bit trendy.
Yeah. I wouldn't know this because I'm not actually trendy.
No, but we try. We keep an eye on it. And we find things they'll like.
And so out of your 2.5 meters, you can make both bags and 2 pouches. Actually, you could probably make 3 pouches. So grab yourself some zip as well. We've got loads of zip. So, and also because the denim is wider than the bolt of the linen, I'm using linen so you don't have to line it. Okay, that's why this is keeping the cost down. So these bundles are coming in at what, $11.99?
Yeah.
So for $11.99 you can make 4 or 5 makes. That's not bad, is it?
And
Really?
Natasha's always really clear on the fact, guys, that if you want to make to
And
sell your
sell.
finished items, we are all about that. A lot of patterns, they have a restriction. Yeah. We don't do that. As we see it, if you buy things from us and you make items and then you sell your finished items, it gives you more pennies to spend on more crafting bits. You win, we win, we all win.
Do you know what I've used on these? And I knew that you guys would ask me for it. So I've got actually sturdier card coming than this. But these are, because look at the monogramming. It's just the perfect size, 2 inches. It's not when you'll hear me say this, 2 inches is the perfect size, Gemma.
Lovely. Sometimes
I can't help but
you don't
giggle
need to get
because
greedy.
I am basically a child.
2 inches is enough.
2 inches is fine. Does the job. So have the fat side first. There we go. So we've got, and they are 2 inches tall. And so whether you are monogramming a quilt for a new baby or whatever it is, just use these to trace around. So for instance, if this is what I'm going to be, it's gone to Netflix again. It is, it's Surviving Death.
Told
And there's
you.
a scary hand.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know. We need to shut the little iPad down and have words with it.
Yes, not all about that life.
Many lurgy reports. Poor people.
Report of allergy.
I know. Poor
Now,
Jane
bear in
might
mind,
be postponing Christmas, Natasha. Just give her a little wave. Because she
no.
says they're the house of the vid, so they might be postponing Christmas. But she's enjoying the show.
Oh,
We send you lots of love, Jane, and hope you feel better soon.
We do. So, bear in mind that
Watching
this is going to be stuck onto your fabric.
Yes.
And you're then going to cut it out from the reverse. So you need it to be round this way. If you are using steam seam, I always recommend you use steam seam. You're going to do it back to front. But you've got grids, which are always helpful. So you are going to use this to trace around. If I've got a pen that works, I've managed to find one that has run out. But that's so annoying. Gemalala, why are all my pens running out?
I don't know.
What's this one? Hang on.
Have you just put the run out one back in?
Yeah, I think it
That's
just needs to
why.
be up the right way
You
for a
say
bit.
so. Okay.
Plus I've got refills for it, so it's fine. So, yeah, like I say, we are doing these on lovely thick card for you. But it just means that you can, you don't have to trace them and use the international light box. You can, and if you want to trace them onto template plastic and have them forever and ever and ever, even better. But we will cut these for you. Yeah, you see, look how I've gone for an E. Clearly it is for Emily after all.
She knows these things.
Do you know what
That
it
girl
is?
knows. She knows.
They're with their dad at the moment.
They are.
And, you know, I don't know if any of you have gone through the whole divorce, sharing of children situation, but when they first go, like, you might have a night out with your partner, you might have a night where you can watch Netflix and not be interrupted, you might have a dinner that isn't beige because, you know, you don't have kids, you're not having to cook beige dinners, and, you know, you can go to the toilet without them interrupting. Right? I mean, and you enjoy it.
It's a revelation.
For like a couple of days, it's like,
Yes.
oh. But I'm at that stage now, it's been 3 days now, I'm like, oh, it's a bit quiet. So I think I'm just doing this on a automatic thing. Anyway, you will get all of these so that you can monogram whoever. I really like the Q. Who do we know that's got a, look at that, look at the whirly Q. Mind you, your daughter started calling you Queen, hasn't she?
Yeah.
All right, Queen.
I am the queen. That's
your
her
house.
theory.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's a gap, right? She's not listening. She's looking at something else.
I am. Trying to work out what you've done, diddly done.
What I've done,
Yeah.
so you would then, and I'll just do this on a little scrap of paper for you. If you've not used steamer seam before, why not? Where have you been?
Oh, it is the thing.
It is the thing. It's always the thing. Let me do this on a bit of scrap, right? So you'd then cut it out, and then, getting a little ahead of ourselves, but not really, you'd pull the non-gridded side off, put that onto the back of your fabric, flip your fabric and press. That adheres those glue dots onto your fabric. Do not steam. No steam yet.
No.
No. None of that.
Don't be tempted
Nope.
to jump early.
Nope. And then you are then going to cut out your template. And you might want to take a little bit of time over this. Why didn't I choose like a really easy letter?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh gosh, did you hit my tummy?
I did.
Did you?
I did. It was musical.
I haven't had any chocolate today, that's why.
Oh.
It's thinking about all the lovely biscuits and things that are sitting out there.
Is it?
Going, feed me!
We have got a real range of
Lovely
loveliness.
selection. To the extent that I got up this morning and went, I think I need to go on the rowing machine for a bit. And I did. And then I did a bit of yoga.
Crikey.
I know. And then I went, what am I doing? I need to be at work.
Let's think this one through.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I don't have time for this.
Bear with.
What am I doing? As I got myself all nice and
funny.
relaxed after a bit of down-faced dog. Come on, get in that car and go and get some road rage.
Yes.
Yeah. So round we go. I have used these letters on lots of lovely things. And then you see, you will take that off and then you are ready to put that onto whatever you fancy. Look at that. It's rather fabulous, isn't it?
It is.
Ta-da! There we go. So, that is that. And I'm not going to spend hours cutting everything out because, put that to the side, because, you know, it's not the most scintillating televisual pleasure. We have got Steamer Scene back in stock, have we not, Gemma?
We have indeed.
So that's all good news.
Fill your boots and all that.
Yeah. So you will get a half metre of our lovely denim. And then you get to choose which lovely half metre of linen goes with it. Do you know what? I would really recommend this zip. Turns out I've got 48 metres of it, which is fabulous. Well, a bit less now because I've snuck a bit off. Now, this is the linen that I used. How beautiful is this? Gemma?
It's gorgeous.
It's really gorgeous. Look, you've got a tit in there. A blue tit, I think. Is that a blue tit? I don't know.
Yes, it is.
I said it with such confidence and I'm like, is it though? Is it? I'm going to say yes. Now.
I'm going to say there's more than one tit. I think there's a small one, look. There's a big one and a small one. A big one and a small one. Can you see?
I mean, that's just my teenage years.
Yeah, I mean, it's not uncommon in general.
It's uncommon. Where's my big tit? Where's my little tit?
Hefty, lefty, lighty, righty from
What's
here
that one?
is what I'm seeing. Unwind and you'll see. Hefty, lefty, lighty, righty from here, which is, you know, the state of play in our household. Look at this.
This one?
Yeah. Fabulous tits, Tash. I love
Thanks.
them. I love them.
What a joy.
They're beautiful.
Beautiful tits
They
on this
are.
fabric.
Yeah.
It is.
If you need some great tits in your life, blue tits in your
Blue
life.
tits, cold ones.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, we also have this, which is meant to go with this. And it does, because it's of the same colour palette. And I nearly made this bag out of that. And then I thought, no, it doesn't give me enough contrast for what I require. But I am going to work in this today because I do love it lots. It looks a bit sciencey. It looks like weird molecules under a telescope.
That
I like
one.
that. Microscope, not telescope. I really like it.
Good. I do too.
Good. Oh, I'm glad
That
we're in
now,
agreement.
I think it's called. These are both mochi linens by Moda, which if you haven't had a mochi linen before, they are rather lovely.
It's a bit of cotton and a bit of linen, so
Yeah.
it doesn't do that whole creasy thing that linen does, which is
It's
really annoying.
rather gorgeous. Now, those two particular new ones there are from the Chica D collection, which is by the Create Joy project for Moda. That one there is called Early Bound Splatter Mochi Linen.
Good.
And your tits is called Room to Grow Mochi Linen.
Wow. Wow.
I really wish I'd made that up, but I haven't. That's actually what it's called.
I think we just need to grow up. That sound like mummy.
I have some copy on this. Laura Muir has designed
Oh no, not copy. We love copy.
It says Chickadee is a design collection playing homage to my happy childhood collection.
Homage!
A view of the specific flowers, birds and bits of nature that surrounded my favourite places in the world, my home, my grandparents' gardens and my neighbourhood. Then she goes on about the flora and fauna, etc. If I read all of this, Natasha will start interjecting and taking the mickey.
Homage to the fabulous
It's
tits.
all on the project page for those two fabrics, if
Great!
you'd like to read it.
I know.
And find the designer's lovely
Brilliant.
inspiration
Yes.
for the beautiful fabrics that she's designed here.
She's done a great job.
But they are, in fact, room to grow. Lovely blue tits.
Sorted. I can't help it. Right, I'm going to put that somewhere out the way. I can't cope today, Gemma. Cannot cope. Right, I've got only 2 units of this, and then it's gone. But it's another fabulous one and looks great with the denim. And I'm recovering this and making this look more professional now. Or has that ship sailed?
Well done.
Right, well done you. Well done you. 2 units of that, that's what I've got left. Now, I thought that these linens would look rather fabulous as well. I just love these linens with denim, that's it. I'm making no apologies for it, and it's paisley, happy days. Gemma, are you crying?
I am a little bit. Claire Angelina's got a question about the letters. She says, how many A's in a pack of letters for my 2? I need 3 lots of A's.
No, it's a template.
It's a template. So you
do as many A's as you want.
Cut round it and then you move it and use it again and again and again.
Because how would I know what you're going to spell?
Correct. So
it's template.
Yeah,
template. So you've got as many A's as you need for Adam and Aaron and any A's that you need.
Yes.
In your life.
Yes.
And B's and C's.
Correct.
Again, more Paisley.
Auntie Lizzie's asking if Mabel follows you to the loo now that you don't have a toddler following you to the loo.
Of course she does.
Of course she does. I've got Dachshunds. I've got one who insists on sitting on my knees.
Oh.
So much fun.
That used to be Hugo, my cat. He used to always want to sit on my knees.
Lovely Lisa Chandler's with us.
Hey, Lisa!
She says, hello, are we all having fun? I love Steamer Seam. She does.
She does. Did we introduce Lisa
yes,
to Steamer Seam?
Yeah.
Ah, do you know what?
You introduced Lisa to Steamer Seam and you introduced Tracy to Quilter's Grid.
Oh, doing well. It's like I'm doing my job, isn't it?
Or Stripology.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We love a good strip.
We do.
Here we go. I think this would look lovely as well with it. I just think that these are the right palette for your denim. Because look at this one. So these are all on our website. You get 1/2 metre of this, 1/2 metre of your denim. You can make 2 bags, 2 or 3 pouches. It's up to you.
It's good, isn't it?
It's really good. That is economical making. That's what that is, Gemma. That's what that is. Just saying.
I think we've embarrassed Jimmy.
Oh, sorry, Jimmy. Oh no.
He's saying he could always sing Gilbert and Sullivan, Titwillow, Titwillow.
From the Mikado, one of my favourites. Sang Willow, Titwillow, Titwillow. How about I sing it to you instead, Jimmy?
Martin's just got lost with the word biscuits. Heard the word biscuits a little while ago and now he's going, biscuits? Did someone say biscuits? Coffee and biscuits.
Biscuit. I do feel a bit biscuity.
Oh, Alison says thanks for cheering her up. And yeah, that's nice. And t'other Alison says, want to say thank you and Merry Christmas to all at NM. You've kept me going throughout the year.
Ah, it's our absolute pleasure.
Oh, she's got a sad thing to do today, but it's...
Can it then get better?
Yeah. Yay. Yeah. Lots of love to you, Alison. Claire Angelina says, you're going to get banned off Facebook. Tits!
Yay!
You typing tits in the comments is probably a bigger problem than us saying it. Just warning you, everybody. Please don't do that. We will get into trouble.
And we'll blame you.
No more bird-related conversations.
No. Keep your ornithological thoughts to yourself.
Yes, especially in our comments. Thank you, please. Get us into trouble.
Please. Oh, because clearly we could have managed that on our own.
I mean, if we got a Facebook ban now, that would just be us off, done, sorted until the new year.
Do you know, SJ's not in the building, but I bet you she sat at home going, can you just stop saying it?
Yeah.
Stop saying it.
It's like when you've got a child and you're out and about and they just keep saying or doing the same thing over and over and you're like, just stop it. We are those children. Sorry, SJ. Sorry, office child. We'll grow up.
We... Back in the days when I was married, we moved house when Freddie was young. Actually, moved house several times when Freddie was young. But we moved house just as Freddie was learning to talk, which was great.
Nice.
And he had to do quite a few backs and forths from our old house to our new house with his father. And there I was at the beginning, the first week of half term, because he was at nursery, first week of half term, and I had lots of trips planned with the grandparents, as you do in half term.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there doing a little bit of stitching together, and Freddie couldn't do it. So for sake!
Oh, that's special. Crikey bobs.
And you know when you just...
I'm sorry. What is that you just said?
Absolutely speechless. And he said, that's what Daddy says in the car. And you're just like, we cannot see a single grandparent ever again. Never, ever. We cannot see anyone ever again.
You must stay in this house
we're
until
staying home for all of half term because in case that comes out your mouth again. It was a special moment that I will never forget. Oh.
Oh, it's mortifying though, isn't it, when it happens?
Yep. And because I'm quite a sweary Mary myself, obviously I thought it was me. So I was actually really grateful we had Daddy says. I was like, well, thank goodness for that. I can blame him.
Now, you see, you'll remember, Natasha, but when Megan was tiny, I was really, 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 really careful, and neither of us swore around her at all. So when she went to high school at the age of 11...
She's made up for it since.
I know. When she went to high school at the age of 11, and she'd been in this tiny village school that had a handful of kids in, her experience of swearing was something that, you know, scary people on the telly did, or bad people in films. And she came home from school crying.
Oh, no.
Pretty much daily for a fortnight. Oh, no. And I was like, Meg, and she's like, but they're bad people, Mummy. I was like, no, they're not bad people, darling.
Bad people.
People do swear, and it doesn't always
bad
mean they're a bad
words.
person. So I had to teach her the art of creative and humorous swearing. Only she's gone past creative and humorous.
She's got the book on it.
She's now, a fierce user of the profanity.
She does it so
It's gone
well.
completely the opposite way. But until she was 11, genuinely, we didn't swear in front of her at all. And she was horrified if she heard anyone swear. She was really upset.
That's really backfired on you, hasn't it?
Really backfired on me. So
it's like when you don't give kids chocolate, and then when they are allowed chocolate, they go crazy for it. Yeah.
That.
I have cut this down into a square. Measurements are all in the pattern.
Yeah.
And it means, look, you've got, I'm just going to show you what you have left over. So be careful with your cutting, right? Because I'm pretty sure every parent has a mortifying tale.
Oh, yeah.
My brother had a blue car that my mum used to push him around. He was mad, car mad. And he couldn't say blue car. It came out as bugger. And so he would just be pushed around saying that everywhere. And, you know, he only had this big head of blonde curls and everyone would be like, oh, isn't he gorgeous? And then he'd lift up his blue car and swear at them.
Oh.
Yeah, less fabulous.
And my friend's daughter couldn't say cook. It was a much shorter hot sound.
Oh.
And of course she really loved that programme on telly, Big Cook, Little Cook.
Oh.
And she began singing Big Cook, Little Cook, welcome to my cafe in her unique way.
That's a different kind of cafe.
It was a very different kind of cafe.
Might have to go to Amsterdam for that. I'm sounding like
my
Muttley
poor friend.
today. Oh,
You are sounding like Muttley today.
I am. We're not gonna do both colourways because you do the same. Whatever you do in this, you'll do in your denim. You'll just have more of your denim left over.
Like
but
yin and
these
yang.
are going to be. These will be left for your handles. So cut your handles out of that strip.
Gorgeous.
So the 20-inch is going to be your handles, and you'll cut those down. Now this you can use. Back that with your steamer seam, and you can do your monogramming with that. Or if you don't want to monogram anything, you've got the perfect size for a pouch there. Whatever size you want. So that's my top tips for yow.
Du jour.
Du jour. Oh, top tips du jour.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're going to be a bit swanky because this is just going to be one thing, one layer. We're just going to French seam everything, but we're going to box the bottoms as well. So don't be scared. It's all good. But if you, oh yeah, that's the other thing. If you want to monogram and you want to like stitch round it in any way, whack it on now. I quite like putting them at a jaunty angle.
Yeah.
But and it does tell you the amount to make sure that you sort of come in to make sure that they are going to be clearly visible. So again, you're going to take the back off. Now this is called steamer seam. So when you can replace this, right? If you get that on there and maybe you don't like it, you can put it off. But it's got like a tacky backing to it, which is great. But if you don't like it, where you put it, you just peel it off and start again. So I might do it like this today.
Sold out of the ring pin cushions, Natasha.
I've ordered some more already because they were so fabulously popular.
Keep your eyes out in the new year, peeps.
They will be in the new year. Nothing is going to come quickly, is it? Right now.
No.
Right.
And our tailor's alls, the ornate ones, are on limited stock now. They are very low stock, especially the rose gold colour. If that had taken your eye, you need to check that out quickly.
Right. When you steam these, that is when they have that permanent bond. Obviously, my steam iron doesn't like to steam anymore, so I have to spritz everything with flatter spray to pretend it's steaming.
Yes. But at least you have an alternative there.
Yeah.
Creative,
It
that,
is a bit
Tash.
annoying because it makes that curl a bit. There we go, quick.
I do need to sort you out with the iron.
I'm just really cross because it's not an old iron.
No.
I need an... rage.
Rage?
Yeah.
Need some rage. Push down firmly.
I do feel a bit ragey about it.
Oh.
No, I do.
Oh.
Because I feel like it should work.
Well, it should work.
Yeah. And that
Right.
makes me ragey that it's not.
Really?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it wasn't cheap.
No.
And I really resent that. No, do you know what I resent
And
most?
you
I
were
bought all the stuff to stop it
yeah.
from
No, you did.
bunging up.
You were the
I
real
was adult
cheerleader
about it.
of-
I
real
was
cheerleader of this as well. Many people have gone, that's an amazing iron, Natasha. Oh, yes. I love it too, she says.
Right, I'm just going to I don't I don't have on this one. I don't have a blanket stitch on this machine. So I'm just going to go backwards and forwards a bit on it. And I don't think it really matters. It just means, oh, do you know what would really help, Gemalala? Is if it was actually threaded.
Ah, I find that helps.
That not? Hang on.
Is it just to irritate you?
I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Something's irritating. There we go. Gosh, I really need to clean this. It's very fluffsome. Right, let's do that again, shall we?
Lovely Gary from Dukey's talked to us about the importance of cleaning our machines.
I know.
We had a whole show with him the once about machine maintenance. It was
And
marvellous.
I like to get him to do that regularly, hence
Yeah,
why I don't clean my machine.
I think he needs to do that show again.
Yeah, Gary, just remind us exactly how we clean our machines.
Oh, Gary, sorry, we forgot to turn the cameras on.
There we go.
Now we'll have to record something else.
Now you can do this in a coordinating stitch, but otherwise I don't mind doing this a little bit wibbly wobbly all over the place. I don't have a problem with that, Gemma.
Good.
It reminds me of my daughter trying to learn how to draw her words. Woohoo! You can take your time and make this beautiful. Blanket stitch round will be very lovely.
Yes. You could sit and hand stitch around the edges as well.
No,
Just
you really
decorative
could.
stitch, or those decorative stitches that are on your machine that you never use, you could do those.
All of that.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yep. But otherwise, just make sure it's not going to come off.
Just
And
crack
it
on.
shouldn't, but if this is going to be of high use or washed regularly, then you're just going to want to make sure. And it just goes to that, if you don't have a swanky machine, doesn't mean you can't do this. It just means that your design choice is going to be straight stitch.
Yeah.
And that's okay too, because that's just your designs. And I don't think that looks dreadful.
No, and do you know my recommendation on this, Tash, is
Do it like a few times so
Yeah.
it looks like you mean it.
yeah, if it goes really wobbly,
Yeah.
really wobbly, just go around 3 times, because
That is the magic thing, but
It
I think
is.
everyone will get bored if I sit there and do that 3
Oh,
times. So I'm
absolutely.
not going to do that now, but that is the thing, yeah.
it is.
And you see designers do it.
And then it just looks like shabby chic.
That was meant, yeah, shabby chic, meant to go round. But that's fine, that's on, that's not coming off. That's all good. Right, so next up is... Okay, this feels really weird, but it's okay. What is it, Gemma?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right.
You're all right. You're in. Well, I was going to say you're in safe hands. I mean, you're in hands, right?
You're in hands.
It's all in hand. We're all good. Ouch. That's why I don't use pins. La 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 la. But look, they are always to hand, as Gemma would like you to laugh at.
All right.
What now? Are you hearing it?
Just going to say it was funny when I said it.
I just not got the timing.
Correct.
Oh.
Just to be clear on this.
Oh, okay. Otherwise it would have been funny, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. If you can manage a 1/4 of an inch seam, bravo. Do that. Which is what I'm heading for. If you can't, and you can only, an 1/8 of an inch seam rather. If you can't and you can only manage like a 1/4 of an inch, just trim it back afterwards. It's not a biggie. There it is. Really not a biggie, is it, Gemma?
No.
No. There we go. And round we go. So you're going to sew around your 3 sides. Not the top, weirdly enough.
No, because that would be...
Silly.
Yeah. Might be a cushion, but you wouldn't be able to put the spindle in.
Be a very flat cushion. Look, I made this pancake cushion.
Would be a
disaster.
table mat.
Oh yeah, that too. Beautiful. Personalised.
Unwadded, personalised.
Oh, lovely. Slash design choices. Now, what I am going to do at this stage is, I don't know if you've used yours yet, but if you do have one of these, they are rather fabulous, because I'm going to ask you to mark in the corner. So look, you just line up your purpley bit. You set it to the size that you want, and you just line it up, and then you just draw against it. Perfect. It's perfect, Gemma Lala.
It is.
It's great.
Great work. Well done.
Great. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There it is. Perfect. And we'll look at that in a minute. For now, though, we are then going to, if you need to trim back your seam allowance back to 1/4 of an inch, back to 1/8 of an inch. Keep saying 1/4 of an inch because that's like the bit that trips off your tongue.
Oh, absolutely.
Then trim it. Then turn it inside out and press. Really poke out those corners, but gently. Don't go mad and go through it. That would not be a thing, would it, Gemma, that you want to do?
No.
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 No. No, for goodness sakes. Okay. And then just make life easy on yourself and give it a little press. Obviously, it would be easier if I didn't have everything on my pressing mat. And you might want to take your ring off for this so it doesn't get caught inside. Because I sort of do that a bit to find my seam. I've got all the scissors in all the world out today. And give it a little press.
Marvellous. We do love lots of lovely scissors.
Do you love a
We
scissor?
can never have enough pairs, can we?
I know.
I'm never disappointed with more scissors.
It is the gift that you could just keep giving me. Stationery in general, I will always be excited for. And I don't understand people that aren't stationery people. My
People
daughter
that say,
is.
"Oh, I've already got some scissors." No, no,
What? No.
just no.
And well done you,
Yeah.
but you know.
But you always need more.
Of course you do. My daughter helped herself to a new pair of scissors the other day. It's like,
Did she?
Yeah, I had to take them off stock because she'd
Excellent.
opened them and started using them. I'm like, Emily, this is not your shop. Like, you can't just take stuff. But mummy, they're nice. I know, but they weren't yours. They were stock. But mummy. Right, just reinforce your stitch at the top. And go.
We'll send her an invoice. Get that child an email.
Well, I have had to say to her, if she keeps taking my stock without asking, I am going to have to take it out of her savings account, because she can't just keep helping herself. It's not how it goes. Right, when you do this, if you get a few threads or a little bit of the end of your fabric, your seam through, don't panic. Just sew round with a slightly larger seam allowance. That's it. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here, Gemma.
No.
But the inside, you see, will be nice and neat, and that is what you'll see. All of your raw edges are concealed, and look, looks fabulous on the outside, nice and neat and tidy on the inside. Happy days. However, we did draw on the front, did we not, Gemma?
You did.
We did. So we're going to turn it back through the right way. La, 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 la. And we are going to, and it's going to look a bit weird, but we are, oh, it's going to help if you can actually see. Now, if you forgot to do it at this stage, just turn it through the wrong way and cut it from the wrong way. But otherwise, nope, not with those.
Oh, just one of those rose gold tailor's alls left now.
Oh,
I'm just saying it because I know that some of you might have it in your basket. And if you do, and I haven't told you,
oh, there will be.
I don't want to, yeah. If you message me later and say, oh, I missed it, can I get one?
No,
It will
well,
be,
maybe, but it'll be
won't be
quite
this,
a while.
It won't be this time round.
Right, we can't magic these. This isn't just
No.
a quick call to the supplier.
As as lovely Izzy would say, sauce babes.
Sauce babes. Right.
We have now also sold out of the Morris & Co. purse, coin purse option.
Okay, well
Sauce
done.
babes.
Sauce babes. Right, so when you've cut it, you're going to realign those seams and you're just going to stitch across. All right? We're going to repeat that to the other side as well. Again, if you can manage an eighth of an inch, great. If you can't, well, you know. And it does feel weird. It feels all kind of weird because you're doing it on the right side, which feels wrong. But don't worry, because you're going to turn it through. And basically, you're French seaming a boxed bottom.
Marvellous.
And if you need to trim that back a little bit, so you've got a nice, then do. If you don't, then fabulous. Well done you. Well done you. Looks all kind of smart, this though, Gem.
Mm-hmm. Really does. I love it.
Yeah.
It's really versatile, makes fun. And not difficult.
No. Now.
And fast.
Fast. Yeah, so you can get two bags and a few pouches whipped up in a morning, all personalised.
I just think yesterday's notebook cover, if you did a covered notebook and popped it in this is like a book bag.
It'd be lovely. Well, maybe you don't do the third pouch and you use that to do your denim.
Yep.
To do a notebook.
I do think it's worth a look. If you missed yesterday's show, it was lovely actually.
Look, they're down there.
Covering
I
books.
did. Well, I ended up covering my equity diary, which they always send me every year. What a waste. I never use it. But this year I might, because
well, it's not pretty enough. That's why
it wasn't pretty enough. But now it is. So I've now got my journal that I can journal away in, and I've also got that, and I'm happy. And look, they sort of go together. But they can be any way you like. You will need, if you want to do those, you will need some of the bookbinding glue. Do we have any left of that, or did that all sell out yesterday?
Oh, I'll have a look.
But again, if you didn't get it yesterday, we will get some back in the new year.
Yes.
Right, so look, that is now, I've now got boxed bottoms, just to give myself a little bit of space in there. Okay, there that is. Looking lovely, right? Yes. These are super quick and easy makes, right? And then we're going to fold down the top, fold it down. And again, you can measure this if you want. I tend to just fold it down the same sort of amount from each side, press it and then fold it down again.
Oh, Claire says that Adam couldn't pronounce the L in clock.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's always fun.
He also couldn't pronounce the word fork. So this made for very interesting times, I'm sure, for a while.
Yeah, we love that. And also when they just make up random words that you don't actually know what they are. My brother used to have a thing for telegraph poles, but he didn't know how to say telegraph pole, so he just called it a gabafoo.
Oh, nice.
I mean, like, everyone knows what a gabafoo is, right?
Of course.
Gabafoo. Freddie used to say that he was at the ragoose. I'd be like, what?
Ragoose?
What's a ragoose, Freds? Ragoose! And obviously he'd watched way too much Octonauts and was at the rescue.
Oh.
But he couldn't say rescue, so ragoose
Ragoose.
was
That
rescue.
sounds like it should be some fabulous Italian dish.
I know, right?
Jimmy's saying he would satin stitch around the letters. That would be fabulous as
Beautiful.
well. Gorgeous.
Yeah, but this is where the pattern becomes your own. This is a serving suggestion. Gemma, what have you subscribed to at the moment? Hello.
Hello Fresh.
Yes, and you're having a fabulous time with their recipes.
We
but if you
are.
make them again,
Right.
because you get the recipe cards, I cannot imagine that you would not make a little equal tweak somewhere
Quite.
along the lines.
I've got quite a few friends who are a bit confused that I've done HelloFresh because I do love being in the kitchen. I
Yeah.
do. Mr. Thomas cannot cook. I do 3
Can't cook when you
really long days of every week for Natasha Makes over here.
What?
And
You love it.
in my absence, my husband seems to starve and just sort of stumble around the kitchen eating cereal. My child seems to go to the shop and buy random
McDonald's.
rubbish.
Mhm.
And she can also cook, but she lacks inspiration.
Won't cook.
So I signed up for HelloFresh on some fabulous Black Friday deals, bargain. But actually,
You're really enjoying it.
I have been the one cooking the dishes and going, oh, why have I never thought about putting this in this dish? I think the answer is you have your way of doing things. So it's given me some new inspo. But yes, I'm totally hacking the recipe cards
course
second
you
time
are.
around and we'll do different things with
And
them.
that's what my patterns are for.
Add
Hack
your
them.
little flavour.
Hack them. This is the basics. This is your basic bit. And then you can do whatever you want. You might want to applique a cat or something on there. I
Yes.
don't know. Or knitting needles or something. But this is your basic starting point. All of our patterns are easy, I like to think.
Wonderful. It is so true. And
Because-
this is the thing, we do get huge praise on how easy to follow our patterns are. Big pictures, and they go through, several of us. It's not like just one person writes it and it's the ramblings of a mad person. It goes through several mad creatives before it gets to you.
Yes. Oh, I
Ramblings
can-
of several mad creative people instead. But
Yay!
no, we do.
Now I folded this over again twice. It means that you have got a few little layers to just gently go over. If your machine isn't a Juki, she's being really, really toffee-nosed about it, you can hand stitch. And actually I will hand stitch later over the zip.
But
as
a hand
well,
cranking is a good plan sometimes.
Just means that you don't, well, the idea is that you don't then damage your needle, but you're going to be changing the needle after a project. Anyway,
Yeah.
if you want to do a second layer of stitching, then do. Entirely up to you. Maybe it's going to be a design feature for you. Maybe you've done your seam quite wide and you just want to make sure that it's not going anywhere.
Jimmy's thinking that he should make one for when he goes travelling to put his hand sewing in.
Why not? Why not? And everyone will know that it's yours.
Exactly.
That's the beautiful thing about it. And also perfect if you have children, teenagers or whatever, because then they know it's theirs and there's no arguments.
Quite.
An argument over, no, that's mine, that's not mine.
Fiona's joined us. Tash says,
Hi,
oh gosh,
Fiona.
I'm really late, but so happy to be watching again.
Oh,
We're
lovely to have
happy
you
to have
company.
Yeah.
Where in the world are you, Fiona?
Oh, this is a good point, because you never know with Fiona.
You
She
never
could be
know
anywhere.
what time zone or whatever she is in. Right, so now we basically have our bag. Now, out of your denim, you're going to make your handles so that you've got the contrast. You can do this by just stitching 2 strips together, turning through, top stitching around with the seam stuck under at the end and doing that. And that will give you that.
Nice.
Shall I demo that? Or would you like to see again, and we've got instructions purely just for these, the fabric handles?
This is a clever, clever thing, the fabric bag handle, is it not?
Well, it is a clever, clever thing, but we did demo it the other day. So if you want just a bish, bash, bosh, quick handle, that's what you've got in the instructions.
Give us an
If you've
answer.
bought the instructions for your fabric handles, then you can absolutely upgrade and do those.
Yes.
An
And that's a
absolute
project
treat.
that will just, you'll pull that one with loads of different bags.
Well, that's
gonna
just it,
keep
isn't
on
it?
Giving. It's a great, great pattern.
So I've
very
done one of
quickly,
each so that you can see.
While they're deciding, Tash.
Yeah,
Because we'll give them a moment.
yeah.
Our YouTubers are saying hi as well. So
Morning, YouTubers.
Cynthia's with us from Southwest Ohio.
Morning from Southwest
Farmer
Ohio.
Ali is saying, talking
Ali
gin,
G.
I've just set up my martini tray. But she says 11 o'clock is gin o'clock. So no talking gin until 11 o'clock. But it is now.
Oh, 11:01! 10 o'clock!
Yeah. So apparently it's gin o'clock, which is good.
Fabulous.
Joy has said as well, good morning, ladies. Happy Christmas,
Good
one and all, and thank you for your wonderful programmes. Oh, and Ali's just had Christmas delivered.
Oh.
Now to tidy the fridge and put it away. Now, we had our heavy stuff on Sunday.
Oh.
The heavy stuff came. And then tomorrow night is go and do the click and collect and pick up the fresh. But not the fresh veg, I'll get that. I get up at like 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve and go to the I'm there at 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve. Supermarket.
That's why God invented 24 hours.
Yeah. Mm.
That's the way that goes. Have we got a decision? Look at me stood here all like...
I know, like a
I'm going to
teenager.
cut the strips anyway.
Very good.
Do you know what? I've got a piece of denim that I've got spare, so I'm just going to cut rather than saving me cutting a whole new...
Wendy's just come up with an excellent
Hi,
plan.
Wendy. What's
She
your
says
plan?
you need to get Gary to lend you one of their professional irons to demonstrate.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
It's a really good idea. Why have we never thought of that before? Fiona is still in the Philippines, but hoping beyond hope to arrive home on Saturday. Just in the nick of time, Fiona.
Oh,
Crikey,
yeah,
Bobs.
for everybody else to have organised everything. Good
And
girl.
Julia France says, posh handles, please, Tash, posh handles.
Posh.
Being that she's the only one who's given me an opinion,
Okay, we'll go with that
I
one.
shall go with the majority.
Which would be majority posh.
of one.
So, okay, so you're going to cut 4 strips. And they'll be, because you'll cut them width of your fabric, they'll be 20 inches. I don't know why this one's wider, so I'll just trim back to 20 inches so it is true to your kit.
I think poor Ali was having a little problem with her pelvic floor earlier when you and I were having our giggly moment. Which is
Soz. Oh no, I'm only off by a little squiddly bit. Squiddly bit.
Oh, Cynthia's grandson couldn't pronounce S's
No.
and substituted them for D's.
Oh.
Came into the house to show her his big stick he'd found.
Ah, they all get to that
Says,
stage
I almost
where they
lost
find
it.
their big stick.
And Diane just says that top you're wearing, Natasha, is amazing. I do
It is.
love it. Your wafty.
Oh, my wafty.
Oh yeah, your wafty blanket top.
I love
Where's
my
that
wafty.
from?
Oh, somewhere.
I'm in my festival jumper today. I do love a wafty.
Where is this? I can't remember because it's. You can. Oh, here we go.
I seem to remember you finding this and
Fifth Origins. It's from. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't cheap, but it's really warm.
yeah, I remember you finding this and saying, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Oh, we both want one, really."
I might have 2. Because you can wear it in all sorts of ways. Because you can have it as a scarf as well. It's like it's one thing many ways, and I like that. I
There
like
are many
a one thing,
children
many
that have
ways.
dropped many parents and grandparents in it, Natasha. It's
Oh, good. It's not
us.
just me.
No. Pat says, my eldest son, when he was out with my parents,
Just getting a bit of a...
bumped into his
Yeah.
little brother's teacher
Yeah.
and decided to share how disappointed I was that his brother was in her class again next year.
Winner!
Bless.
Great.
Aw,
Thanks.
yeah, Mum's really gutted that you've got my brother again next year. She said, oh no.
I can just
Imagine it, can't you?
I can just feel the
Dear
tumbleweed from here.
me. Oh, I do love a child and their moments.
Gotta love them. Just can't kill them.
Jimmy says I could do JD in Braille on the bag instead of letters.
Yes, you
That's
could.
amazing.
Yes, you could.
That'd be awesome.
Yes, you could.
Claire Angelina thinks that your top/cardi job looks like cashmere as it's so wafty.
I mean, yeah,
It's lovely, isn't it?
it might be. I found it in my wardrobe up here, Gemma. We have like a makes wardrobe. I'm not going to lie.
It's like a Narnia
It's
wardrobe.
actually like, it's my wardrobe, and I leave show tops up here because I don't have enough space for it down west.
And coats and stuff.
Yeah, and a few coats because I'm up here part of the time and down there part of the time. So rather than lugging stuff, I have a wardrobe up here and a wardrobe down there. Because the stuff that I wear down there when I'm mucking out horses is not the stuff that I wear on air. You'll all be pleased to know.
Yeah.
Most of the time. And Gemma yesterday was quite cold, so she just delves into the wardrobe. I don't know why I found, you know these oddies, hoodie oddie things that are like the big oodies. Yeah. Freddie's is in here. I don't know why I've got Freddie's up here.
I missed out on that because...
But I came out to find Izzy wearing it to walk the dog. And I'm just like, it's
I
just...
mean, she is walking your dog. But I have
in
to
my
say,
clothes.
She got into that wardrobe before me, didn't she? Because that would have been my obvious choice.
You'd have gone for that.
Yeah, of course I
You'd
would.
have absolutely gone for that. So we've got a strip of Styleville fix. So if you've got any scrap left over Styleville fix, now is the time to use it.
Yes.
You are going to adhere one side of this to that.
Good plan, Stan.
Yeah. Do you know what would have been a great plan? Was if
Oh,
I'd have
Fiona
had-
is loving the make and she's going to watch this back in full later.
Oh gosh.
So you
No
should.
pressure
Very
to
good.
get it
Good
right
plan,
then.
Stan. Good plan, good plan. And Jimmy says this is a nice over a Christmas afternoon project.
Yes.
Love it.
I'm feeling a bit Australian, Jimmy, because for the first year ever, I'm going to go to the beach on Christmas
You
Day.
are. I mean, admittedly, you won't be barbecuing a bird on the beach. It'll be
Shrimp on the barbie.
It'll be hot chocolating with big coats and hats and scarves
don't care.
and gloves.
I'm going to a beach on
It'll be
Christmas
lovely,
Day.
won't it?
I cannot wait. Cannot
Aw.
wait.
That would be great.
Mabel loves the beaches.
Yeah.
She got hit by a wave the other day, just round her
Oh.
toes.
Oh, okay.
But she was busy looking at another dog on the beach and didn't notice the wave come in.
Oh, did it make her panic?
They just made a jump. She's not one for getting wet,
No.
which is tough when you live in Cornwall because it does do that
She's
raining
a spaniel
thing.
as well, so she does really belong in the water.
I know, but you know what? My Arthur,
Mm.
he was 3 before he realised that he could go in the water because he grew up in the days when I used to wakeboard 4 or 5 times a week. So he just always used to go in the boat. So he didn't realise he could actually be in water. It's like, why would I do
I think
that?
it's springers more than cockers, isn't it, for the water? I've got, our friend has a crazy springer, and we went walking the other morning and it was freezing cold and icy. And that dog is straight in the river. I'm like, Benson, come on.
No, she's not about that life.
Oh, and it's icy cold.
I have to chase her around the house to take her out if it's raining.
Yeah, yeah.
She's not having any
I've
of
got
it.
Dachshunds. I know what that's like.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Absolutely.
do not want to be outdoors. Thank you, please.
And they're hounds. They should be down like a
Oh, yeah. for
rabbit hole or
sure.
something.
Exactly.
Well, no, it's badgers, isn't it? For Dachshund.
No, Dachshund, standard size Dachshund, it literally means badger hound. Dax means badger. And hunt means dog. So, yeah, badger dog is what they are. But the miniatures, which is what we have in this country most of the time, because the standard Dax is a big dog.
Quite big, yeah.
But miniature Dax, which is what we nearly always have over here, they were bred for rabbit hunting.
I was going to say,
down
I
a rabbit
can't
hole.
really imagine yours coming face to face with a badger and coming
Absolutely
off
not.
well. Could
No.
you imagine?
They'd be a badger's
No.
lunch. No.
No. I'm going to put this right size together.
I like
have
these
forgotten my
straps.
template,
Oh, well done you.
so I need something circular.
No, we need to get you a template. Give me 2 seconds.
Hang on, it's all right. Got something circular. I'll give this a go.
This isn't going to be right though, is it? No.
Do you know what? It's
will
not
have-
far off,
You will
actually.
have a proper template, everybody.
Yeah, you will have a proper template. If you've bought this, then you'll have a proper
Which
template, and you
will
won't have to
be
make
correct.
do with a thread spool.
Because in about 5 minutes, when Natasha realises that as much as she thought it was right, it hasn't come out exactly as it should have done, she'll tell you, no, Gemma was right. The template is the way
Oh,
to
you're
go.
just waiting for that moment. What
The
will I say?
template is the way to
Gemma
go.
is...
Right.
Oh, there it is again.
Who knew? But the
All right,
template
Queen.
is the way. Yeah, I know. She does. She literally go, all right, see you later, Queen. Just my child, everybody. My
Not
child
me.
is nearly an adult.
I absolutely do not call you Queen.
Okay. No, she knows her place. It's all good. Sylph says that she used to frequently announce her opinion very loudly in public as a child.
Brilliant.
You know, Mummy, we don't like that lady's shoes, do we?
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
do we not?
cringe.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Joe says 1 out of my 3 cockers hates the water.
That's how it goes. 3 cockers. Oh, what a beautiful life that must be. Now, you see, my mum's got Weimaraners and has had Weimaraners for quite some time because my dad doesn't like long-haired dogs. But she did say if it wasn't a Weimaraner, it would have been a Cocker Spaniel.
Griselda, beautiful.
Griswolderson, as I like to call her.
She was 4 the other day, wasn't she? Was it 3 or 4? 4, I think. Her birthday. Or her gotcha day. You didn't
No,
see
it was
so-
her birthday.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to
4.
start there. I'm going to sew round and I'm going to stop about there. On both. We have demoed these before, by the way, and these aren't the ones that are in here, but in here you would just sew down, so turn through, turn through, and then fold the side under and top stitch all the way around, and then sew them on the back. That's how you do the other one. So this one is different. So this you would need the other instructions for, because it's quite a detailed thing in itself. But at the moment we are going to sew all the way around and leave a gap.
Sorry, what was that sound effect? Okay, that's your sewing machine.
It's
everyone.
just missing the woo woo.
Ah, Jimmy's just educating us all onto Australian terminology. He said snag on the Barbie. And everyone's
Snag
like,
on the
"What's a
Barbie.
snag?"
What's a snag?
Apparently it's a sausage, to which Elizabeth's inquiring as to whether he snagged his sausage.
I thought that was
Lovely.
oh, I don't
But yeah,
know what
apparently
I
a
thought it
snag
was.
is a sausage. Wendy has experienced the joy that is a full-size Dax.
Ah,
She says, when I was a child flying out of Calcutta, we would say to ladies that had 2 full-size sausage dogs, we used to run around the garden of her house. They are beautiful, standard Daxes. They'd be a bit heavy for me to lift though.
well, plus you stick both your Daxies up your jumper.
I do, especially this jumper. That is the size I wear in jumpers. People will say, oh,
What Daxon
what
size?
size shall I get you in the jumper? I'm like, just whatever size you can fit 2 sausage dogs in, as well as myself. A big one.
Trouble is, Mabel looks at this and thinks this is the standard and
Yes.
the norm in life. And I'm like, don't even think about it, love.
It's magic though. If they're barking and being ridiculous, just lift my jumper or lift the blanket and they go underneath. Done. Settle down, shush.
Do you know what? I think I've 2 recently breastfed children to be stuffing dogs down my top as well. It's like, could I just have a
Yeah.
time when people don't rummage down my top? That would be fabulous.
It is a while since I gave that up.
Oh yeah,
Um,
especially
she'll
as, you
be
know,
18
Meg is
next month.
18, yeah. But I still have that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably going to be another word, isn't it, that we get told off for on the Book of Faces?
Oh dear.
Never mind.
Sharon has a bichon frise who loves the sea. Her not so much
Oh.
as he comes home soaking wet and covered with sand in his fur.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were on Par Beach at the weekend, and we kept seeing these dogs with little bows on their collars. It turns out it's posh paws or puddly paws or something sort of paws of par. They always, whenever it was great marketing, because every time we saw a dog, we knew that they'd been to this parlour.
Oh.
And so every time she does washes a dog or whatever, she pots one of these bows on their collar.
That's clever, isn't it?
Yeah. Clever, very
Oh,
clever.
Kerry's joined us. She says, morning, ladies.
Morning.
A bit late to the show today,
That's
thanks
right.
to my 1-year-old hitting the terrible twos.
Ah.
Creating a happy havoc. You're familiar with a happy
Yeah.
havoc?
I've got, I was going to say a 3-nager, but I don't know what happens when they get to 4, because she's there.
She is the drama sometimes, Miss Emily.
She is the drama.
Yeah, she is sometimes.
She really is. I don't know where she gets it from.
No idea.
I have just pinking shade round the edges so that we're going to get a lovely curve. And I'm now going to find something to turn that through with. Where is my turning through tool?
Cornwall, probably.
This! I choose these.
Oh, forceps.
Yes.
How much do you feel proper at this point?
Well, I mean, I'd like to say that I feel like I'm about to do some sort of procedure. But I don't think any doctor in the country has got such pretty forceps. I'm just going to say. I'm going to put it out there. Or in here. As is actually more the case. If you have a turning through tool, you can do that. If you don't, whip out your forceps. This was a new thing for me. Do you know who showed me the joy of the forcep?
Lisa.
Chandler. Yeah. And she also went, and they can be rainbow coloured. What?
I mean, that was probably the moment at which she got your attention, if we're honest.
Yeah. Obviously, denim is a little bit tighter to turn through because, you know, it's denim. So just bear with me whilst I haggle this through
That's all right.
and just have a
Oh,
little...
Jo says that her daughter had a video conference and her granddaughter came flying in and dived down her top mid-video conference.
But it happens,
Yeah.
doesn't it? And I think the thing is that with any kind of extended feeding, you know, by the time that they're old enough to run around and move and are still fed, it's just not a thing we do that much in this country.
No.
Whereas abroad, it's normal.
Absolutely.
And the World
average
Health
age,
Organisation recommend feeding until they are 5.
Yeah, the average age for weaning is between 4 and 5
Yeah,
globally.
but in
Over
this
here, we
country,
just don't do it.
whoop, there we go. We look a bit weird.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
exactly.
stuff that
Claire
through.
Angelina's got some lovely names for you, starting with Terrible 2 and then 3 named. The other two aren't quite
Do you know what?
so-
I'm struggling with this today because of the thickness of the denim. Bear with me. I know. Well, I'm just being a bit meh.
Maybe you would have been better with your pokey turning tool.
Well, yeah, I would have been, but
Where have you put it? You great
Cornwall, like you
nana.
say, it's Cornwall. So unless I can get another one.
You've
Okay.
just had another one though, haven't you?
No.
Hey. She does this. She loses things, then she has another one that's dark. It's almost like Emily's had this role model to then start going, oh, I need one of these, and help themselves to the stock.
I'm making a right old hash of this. Oofed.
There
But
we
it
go.
kind of
Let's
doesn't
go in.
matter because we're going to be sewing that through anyway. There you go.
There we are.
It's all reet.
Poke.
Well, yeah, because normally, you see, we'd just do this with quilting weight cotton.
Yeah.
But that little bit extra thickness of your denim means that you might have.
You might not need style bill fix. You might even be able to do this with something not quite so firm.
You know, you might.
That's an interesting prospect, isn't it? Because the thicker fabric in the first place might be worth a little try.
Give it a go, let me know, let me know.
Apparently this is the point at which Auntie Lizzie makes a growling noise when she's turning through.
Ha!
That'll work
No,
for
do you know
you.
what it is?
That one
It's
went
just,
alright,
it's
didn't it?
getting that seam through. When you get the seam through, and actually if I'd bothered to look, then I would have seen it. I just need to push the seam through. That's it. That's it.
Lovely.
And then you just ease those corners out. If you can get to the end.
Nudge, 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 nudge.
I've got a longer turn, poke tool. Just talk amongst
This
yourselves.
is where you get oh, that's a seam gauge, isn't it? What
It is a
possibly
seam
wrong?
gauge, but I snapped it in the car.
Oh, okay.
It's really annoying.
You sure didn't snap it doing something like this?
Probably.
This is the point at which you get tempted to use your scissors and try
No,
not
but
to.
just don't.
because
Just find.
It's so easy to go through your seam with a pair of scissors. And it's not the safest. Kerry says, I also have a 5-year-old. The diva in her just gets worse, but they are more easy to bribe with sweets.
Oh.
I've got a nearly 18-year-old and the diva in her just gets worse.
We love our children. It's when you see yourself in them and then you go, oh, maybe I cannot tell that off.
I know. Isn't it bad? She, especially when she was a toddler, I used to see her having a proper moment where she was standing up for her principles, and I used to think, yeah.
Where did she learn those?
I get it. I do get it, because I would be outraged and would be standing up for myself right now as well. But still, no.
Not everyone in Tesco needs to hear it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, the injustice. So I'm just giving this a press now. It's a pressing matter. We'll do one, shall we? And then we are going to, you need, when you press, right, just roll it so that the seam, oh, it hasn't changed. That's annoying. Roll it so that the seam is right on the edge, because otherwise you're going to find yourself getting into all sorts of bother, which we don't want. Okay, and then just turn, when you've got that seam there, you're just going to then turn that seam over. And this is why it didn't matter that that seam ripped a little bit there, because you're just going to turn it over anyway and press. Nope. And then, what you will, hang on, where did I put my pins? Put them back in, because I need them now, Jem, I need them. Because then you will roll that, and pin. I don't think it's a bad thing to do this again, is it, this demo?
No. Especially as you're trying this out with denim and people can see that, you know, it can be done. It's perhaps a little firmer and more...
Yeah, so I did it with the linen last night. You can easily do that. Nay, a bother. But it just means you're going to have good chunky handles. Yeah, I should have used that a little bit more. So then you will mark. Going to be folding that round like that, like so. You're just going to mark a starting point, and then get your clips.
I can see while Natasha was clipping away there that some of you have spotted the extra bolt ends that I have left.
Oh, yes.
Sharp eyes. We've got some lovely Liberty and K Facet Collective bolt ends that have been
they all
loaded.
went up,
Well
didn't they?
spotted, you. I can see.
Well done, you. Now you can take the time to clip that all the way along. Or not, it doesn't matter. But actually what I found easiest the other day, Jem, is to actually keep the seam that you're creating on the top.
Yes.
So I'm going to take that over to my machine.
The rose gold tailors all has now sold out.
Well
we only have a couple of the nickel silver. The pincushion rings have sold out, and I think we are now down to our last tub of the pin flare bookbinding glue as well.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Right, so you are going to bring those seams together and you are going to top stitch about 1/8 of an inch. And just keep bringing that seam across. Whoa, what just happened there? I think I just snapped a needle.
Like a needle, didn't it?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm not surprised because, and I was naughty, I should have changed this before we came to air. I went over a zip earlier at speed, and I just thought, you know when you have that moment you go, I think I got away with it.
Were you speed prepping again?
I was speed prepping again, yeah.
We do have our lovely boxes of 100 needles if you are, like Natasha, need to change yours.
Always speed prepping.
We have the 90 size in stock at the moment. So the class universal needles have been checked and used by Gary from Juki, and he said, yeah.
Because that's what you want, and this is it. So I used to panic if a needle broke and think that everything, the world was going to end, everything was dreadful, blah, blah. But actually, as he very rightly pointed out, you want a needle that is going to snap. You don't want one that's going to bend.
No.
And that took me a while to work out. I was like, why? Why do I not want one that's going to bend? You don't want one that's going to bend for the simple reason that then it can damage your machine.
It can. And he liked these. He liked these class needles.
Which is why, because they passed the snap test.
Now, my reason previously for not changing my needle regularly enough is because I am, should we say frugal, to be polite?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us, when we're crafting, try and frugal our way through, don't we?
Yeah.
You get a box of 100 needles here.
Yeah, you do.
$25.99.
Yep.
$25.99 for 100. So you have the capability to be able to swap those out with your projects regularly, as we all should. Yeah. We do have the universal 90s in
this is it. So this is the case in point, isn't it? This is what happens when you don't.
Yes.
And I kind of knew it was gonna do it. Because I'd got away with it earlier. I thought I'd got away with it earlier. I'm just going to put that on there and then put it in my...
But there would have been a weakness there once that's...
I thought I'd done it earlier. And I should have I should have taken the time to change it. Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie. Do you know what? Never mind. It's not the end of the world, is it?
Oh, one of our customers has just bought an absolutely beautiful bit of K Facet Collective woven stripe.
Oh, in the bolt ends. Yeah. Good for you.
I did load a few more of those.
Did you?
Oh, gorgeous. So the wovens are lovely. There's 2 different colours of thread, isn't there, Tash?
Yeah.
In a woven.
And that's how the colours are created through. So the warp is one colour and the weft is another.
They're just lovely.
Yep.
They do look fabulous.
Yeah, a lot of you were taking advantage of the bolt ends yesterday. We didn't have them loaded when we came to air, so they were a situation where you had to look throughout the day.
Yeah.
And again, continue to do so. Right.
We are down to our last Tailor's All, ornate Tailor's All in the nickel silver. There's just one left, so if you have it in your basket, that doesn't guarantee it for you. You may want to check that out pronto. No, the wovens are lovely though. And they're a little bit lighter and finer than the normal quilting cottons, aren't they? They're just, the weight is slightly lighter and finer. They're gorgeous.
It's not as light and fine as a lawn.
No, gosh, no.
I had a lovely friend message me yesterday. She's just bought a whole load off, I don't know, Amazon or eBay or something. She's bought a whole load of Liberty lawn. She does leather work.
Okay.
And yeah, and so she's using Liberty for the lining of her leather work. Beautiful, really beautiful. And she knows that I sell Liberty. And I got a message from her going, why? Why is... Did I just... I did. Why have I just cut that? No. I need to now concentrate, don't I? Why is the... why is the lawn so much thinner? I think she thought like she'd got a dud.
Oh no, lawn is very
And I'm like,
fine.
no. Lawn is meant to be thinner, but it's really beautifully long fibres. They're really special fibres. They're very, very long and very hard wearing. In fact, there is something, I was trying to remember the name of the company who actually on their lawn shirts that they do offer a lifetime guarantee
Gosh.
because they're so hard wearing.
And lawn is lovely for dressmaking.
It's really lovely for dressmaking.
But again, the case wovens I think are really nice for dressmaking.
I just need to neaten up those little bits of.
But they are that little bit more lightweight than the quilting cottons.
Yeah, they are. They are.
But they're lovely.
But they're not as thin as the lawn.
But you can
Was the
still
point I was
quilt with
making.
them.
Yeah, of course you can.
You can still
And
quilt
mix
with
them in. Beautiful.
And you can dressmake with them. They're lovely.
Right. So these are now your handle.
Look at that professional looking handle
In denim.
made from your fabric.
Hurrah. Oh,
It's a clever little hack, isn't it? So that pattern is available to purchase on its own.
Yep.
That's our fabric bag handles pattern, and it is one of those that how many times do you make a bag and you don't have ready-made handles to match? And actually they're really quite costly as well to buy your ready-made PU
They're what,
handles.
14, 15 pounds
Yeah.
for a set of nice handles.
That nice set of instructions in your armoury at $5.99 will pay you
Perfect.
back many times over when you can use your scrap bits of Starville fix and leftover bits of fabric to make professional looking handles.
Because this is now where we're at.
Fabulous.
So whichever way round, however far in you want to put them, I'm going to use my gauge again just to butt up from that end. Pop that in there. And again, butt that up with my little gauge there.
Fiona has asked if we will be reordering any of those ornate awls, Natasha.
Looks like I might be.
Well, have a good go. We will try.
Yeah. And now the beauty of this is that you can just stitch it down. You don't have to hand stitch or anything like you would a PU pair or anything like that. So I'm just going to do that now.
Our Wendy's groomers that Austin Poodle used to go to used to put a fabric bow on the collar. So by the time they moved, she'd got enough to make him a patchwork blanket.
Oh,
Nice, isn't it? She did make it as well. He's got it in his bed. Isn't that lovely?
our wedding photos, Arthur was best dog. And he went to my lovely friend Ben in the morning for a spot of pampering. And he came out with bows in his ears. So we've got our wedding photos with Arthur with bows in his ears and his little collar that said best dog. That's one handle in.
He
See
was
how
a
quick is
beautiful
that?
boy. Really quick.
Really quick.
That Smarf dog, he was a beautiful boy.
Smarf.
He was a
Arthur
lovely-
Smarfster. Yeah.
He was a good boy.
Mabel's got some big old paws to fill, hasn't she, one way or another?
Yes.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Mind you, she's got some quite big paws going on
She's
at the
got
minute.
mahoosive paws. They're like
I don't know
giant
how
bunny
much
paws.
of that though is just like carpet slippers because they're getting quite fluffy.
I don't know, there's a good old sized pair of paws. But she's like a bunny with those paws. You hold her, and she's on your lap, and you're
does
cradling her. Little paws are going, and they look like bunny paws.
Oh, okay, so I
That
managed to
looks
sew the back of the
gorgeous.
bag to it, but you know.
You didn't need to tell anyone that. They would never have known. We're quite real here, though.
Yeah.
That looks great. Look at that.
So that's what it would look like.
Can't put anything in it because she's sent her back to the front, but that's.
Well,
you
no,
know.
I mean, not all of it. I think we'll just do one side of that, shall we?
We'll unpick that
Yeah.
in a moment. There we
Brilliant.
go.
So, let's just say the pouches, right? Quite easy and simple to do. Grab yourself some zip on a roll. And again, I've just cut out, you can make these any sizes you want. I've given sizes that I've used in the instructions, but again, this is a any size situation. Please don't use your fabric scissors because that's just good fabric scissors. But I would cut your zip, if it's on a roll, I would cut it a little bit longer because it just makes life a little bit easier. You can insert the zip pull then afterwards. So as ever, you know I like to use my 1/4 inch tape. Ba, 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 ba.
Sure. This is a godsend if you don't have it. And this one really is 1/4 inch. Some of the others we've bought were metric and they were slightly too wide.
Yeah, didn't get on with that.
This one's the one. But also, I had another one that my machine would not sew with because it would just get gummed up, my old machine.
Oh, do you know what? I
Never had a
think
problem with
that
this.
is probably the non-wash away one. That's why
Yeah.
we don't stock the non-wash away one, because I kept finding that too, and I was like,
This
this is
one
not making me happy.
It's fine.
Yeah.
This is the one. This is
And
the
so,
one.
yeah. So you're going to have your tape on there and use it to baste this on, like so. Now you can put on your foot if you want, but actually, do you know what I find with this tape? It's quite wide. So if you have a narrowish foot, then great. And again, you just sew off it. And then if you want to, let's get all of this out of the way. You can gently press back. Obviously, don't go pressing back and like melt the zip, because they're nylon zips, not metal zips, but they do look like they might be metal. Just have a little press. And then you're going to go back to your machine and just top stitch that down. It's just going to keep it away from the edge.
Yeah, for anyone who's ever got their coat caught in their zip and got trapped into a coat, you know what we're avoiding here.
Yeah.
Don't want any fabric caught in those teeth. We all know what that feels like, don't we? Being trapped in a coat and having to wiggle it downwards.
Caught in a coat.
Oh, Vicky
There's
says
no
she's
way
looking
out.
forward to meeting Miss Mabel.
Ah, who wouldn't? I've just run out of... It's all happening today, isn't it?
Oh,
All
isn't that
happening.
Bobbin?
Yeah,
Bobbin
Bobbin
chicken?
chicken lost.
Oh, rubbish.
Bobbin chicken lost. But yeah, I mean, this is a basic pouch, but it's a non-lined pouch. That's the thing here. It's a non-lined pouch because, again, you're working with thicker fabrics. Don't think you really need to. So we will just, whatchamacallit, French seam the inside. There, Wid. Nearly there.
Lovely.
Good. There. Excellent. Done. Don't know why they call me Bish Bash Bosh.
Bish bash tash.
Bish de Bish Bash Tash. No idea.
Oh dear.
No idea at all.
No idea. Not a clue.
No, none. Right, nearly there, peeps. Let me just rethread my machine. Gemma, I keep thinking it's Wednesday. I'm really confused.
I know, and
because
then
I
you'll
work
be really
Sunday.
upset when there'll be no big
There's
bap
no
for you
big
at
bap,
lunchtime.
is there?
Well, you don't know. It's Christmas week. Who knows? I do know she's doing turkey baps tomorrow, though.
I know, I'm so
Turkey baps.
Do you know what's really nice as well? She does it with gravy.
I know. No, actual gravy. I'm just hoping there'll be like pigs in blankets as well. I am trying, to
I'm raising the
contain
ante.
my excitement.
Izzy did make me laugh yesterday. She'd gone and bought her own pigs in blankets.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She said, my parents won't let me have pigs in blankets.
Why?
Apart from Christmas Day, because it will ruin Christmas.
Oh, shush.
I was like, wow. So she said, but then I remembered I'm an adult.
And I've got a car.
Yeah, and a job.
My own money.
I went and
bless
bought my own. I was
Buy
like,
my own.
oh, I love that adulting means pigs in blankets any time of the year. Yeah. So we're just going to repeat this to the other side, by the way. And then the fun starts, Gemma. You love a bit of fun, don't you?
Oh, I'm all about the fun, me.
You are all about the fun. Bear with me, caller, when I just zip this along. Ha-ha! Ding, ding, ding. Diddly-dee-dee. Quick press. I'm gutted, you know, Gemma, that thread ran out right in the middle. Right in the middle on the front. It's like, oh, come on.
How annoying.
Had I been on my own and had all the time in the world, would I have unpicked it all? Yes. Did I? No. Will I today? No. Oh, right, zip pulls. I nicked Inga's box of zip pulls. So which ones are we going to go for? Yeah, I'm brave.
You're a brave woman.
I know. Now, I had one of the heart ones for the one that I made. Look. Oh, it's little hearts. There it is. So I can do a different one on this one. Shall I just go for a straight bar heart? But a straight bar one? Oh, no. Oh, I've got star. Hang on. No. I've got star. Oh, look, the flowers are nearly all gone. Crikey. I'm going to go for a star. No, I'm just going to go for a straight one. I like the straight ones too. So you guys know. Actually, Gemma, could you pass me up the box under there, the pizza box with the under here with the tool? It's all right. We're on an overhead.
Just checking.
Yep.
On the back of my head, obscuring the camera.
Thanks. Here we go. Quickest, easiest way to insert a pull. All gubbins to the back.
Yep.
Base along there. Open your zip up. Again, everything facing the back. And then just feed it in. We sell these on the website. Not the pizza boxes, but this with some of this tape and instructions. But look, I mean, how easy is that? So now what you're going to do is you are going to put these right sides together. No, wrong sides together rather. It's kind of second nature to say right sides because that's what we're so used to saying.
Oh, it so is. You must say it 1,000,000 times a week. Maybe not that much, but it's a lot. A lot. And it.
Oh, we do like a little bit of hyperbolism though early in the morning. There we go. We know what you mean.
Seems like it though, doesn't it? Right?
It does seem like it, yeah. And we're going to stitch. Don't bother about stitching your zip right now. We'll come back to that later, but just stitch your fabric round. And away we go. And again, if you can do 1/8 of an inch, fabulous. If you can't, don't worry. In fact, look, there we go. I'll do it 1/4 of an inch. So that, no one has to worry. And if you can't eyeball 1/4 of an inch, just sew off the edge and come back on at 1/4 of an inch. Like, just don't give your, look, like that. Don't give yourself considerations about it. It's not a problem. Okay. So we will trim that back. Now what I would say is, please do not trim your zip with your rotary cutter because you will ding the blade. All right?
Defo,
don't do that.
defo.
Defo, don't do that. At that moment, what you are going to do is get your paper scissors and trim it there. Okay. Now, you are now going to turn your pouch through. Ooh. And weirdly, if your zip comes undone, it's kind of not the end of the world. You sort of want your zip to stick out. Like so. That would be kind of, can you see? You kind of want it to do that a little bit. I'm thinking on the instructions, I don't think I took a good enough photo for you to see that, so I'm just going to take another one now. It's nothing like it, is there, Jem?
No.
Because I want you to have that in the instructions, so you can have that. Right there, give it a quick press if you want. Get those seams where you want them to be, and this is your last round of stitching, chaps. So give that a little press. And then sew round. Oh, hang on. What have I got where? Oh, there we go. Now, if you want to...
Pouch is coming together quickly, Tash.
Huh?
The pouch is coming together quickly. Look
Well,
at
it
that.
is coming together quickly, but
That's
the thing
even
that I was just going to say is if you let those teeth sort of poke out the end of your zip, then when you turn it through, it'll be, you're not going to have to sew through lots and lots of layers of zip. Because the first time I did it that way, and I didn't just let the zip poke through. Whereas actually, if you just let and go steady, and if you need to, as you go over that zip, if you need to hand crank, then do. Okay.
Fabulous.
And then, if you want to cut off any excess now, then do. And now you turn it through. So it's a little bit different to our normal pouch. I don't think we've ever made one quite like this before. But, there it jolly well is.
Poor Lisa Taylor, living the life that we are. Oh, is it only Tuesday today? I thought it was Wednesday too.
Nah.
Bless her.
There you go. And there is your pouch. Done. Easy
Fabulous.
peasy.
Fabulous.
Easy McPeasy. And there, and the zips sewn together there, sewn together there. If you want to put tabs over the end of it so they look super smart, then you can. That's up to you.
Gorgeous.
But there it is. And it's all personalised.
Gosh, that was a quick little make though, that one, wasn't it? You know.
Well, it is super quick. And look,
You need
when you
something
open it
fast
up,
for a birthday or Christmas or whatever.
you know, you've got that seam inside.
Brilliant. So the moral of this tale is make sure you've got some quilter's 1/4 inch washaway tape, some zip on a roll,
zip on a roll,
some zip
pulls,
spare
needles.
Because at any point you could run one of those up really fast. Like, you know, if you suddenly go, oh my gosh, I'm leaving the house in half an hour and crikey, I haven't got a present for so and so.
Yeah.
You could whip one of those up.
Either bit of it. That's the thing. You
Yeah.
can use your scraps because you do
Brilliant.
get quite a lot of leftover denim in this. Or if you've gone for the other pouches, you'll have enough fabric in there to make these pouches. You know, with the kits, the
2 half-metre kits.
bubble top
Oh, the
thingy.
bubble top, yeah.
The bubble top. You're going to have enough fabric there to whip
Yeah.
up one of these.
More than half our stock of those bubble top have gone.
So that's why we always give you more.
But there are a few.
There we go.
And they are at a crazy, crazy price.
Jane is back tomorrow.
She is.
What's she making?
She is doing the latest in her Cushion Finishing with Flair series.
Oh, fabulous.
And Jane is going to show us her little flange. Lovely little faux flange. It's beautiful. It just sets things off nicely, a little flange. And she's going to show you tomorrow. Not a big chunky one, just little delicate one. It's gorgeous. I've seen it.
Of course you will.
Looks great.
Let's just have a
She's
quick moment where we just look at that.
she's putting her flange around some William Morris. It's a beautiful thing.
I can't say much to that. I'm gonna go, guys. I will see you tomorrow with Jane.
And her cushion finishing
Shush!
flare.
Yes,
show.
cushion finishing flare. That's one. Right, we are children. We might try and grow up in that time. I need to tidy up. That's what I need to do.
Oh, Fiona, love it. I'm going shopping now on your website.
Yay! Do that
Enjoy,
thing.
enjoy,
Thank
enjoy.
you ever so
She
much.
thinks your make is very clever.
Oh, thanks.
People think it's fabulous, lovely. Sylv just says flange.
I was waiting for that from Sylv.
Auntie Lizzie
Not
says,
gonna lie.
well held, Tash. And yeah, and on that note, we'll see you tomorrow, guys.
We sure will. Take care. Lots of love. Bye bye.
Bye.